few feet from where they were sitting. It was now 6 p.m. and they were still 200 feet underground, huddling together under the mylar blanket. It had also already been 3 hours since Zach left, and they had no way of knowing whether or not their friends had made it out of the cave. It's possible that the rest of the cave had been blocked off by water, or someone else had gotten stuck or injured, or even worse, it was possible that no one made it out and no help was coming. Thankfully though, the rest of the group did make it out of the cave, and after driving into an area with cell service, contacted search and rescue teams at 9 p.m. Rescuers immediately went into the cave to try to reach the trapped men, but the water level was too high and moving too quickly. They would just have to hope that the water wasn't filling up the cave entirely and that the two men had found some sort of shelter deeper into the cave. Inside the cave, Jason and Andrew kept their headlamps off to conserve the batteries, and so they sat there in complete darkness, wondering if anyone was coming to help them. Hours went by and the water slowly crept higher and higher. They couldn't sleep because the 45-degree angle they were on would mean that if they didn't focus on keeping their footing, they would slip off the ledge and into the water. Throughout the night, they would check in with each other every 20 minutes or so, and then finally, at 5 a.m., the water looked as though it had started to recede. They waited just a little bit longer to make sure it was safe and then made another attempt at exiting. After sitting in the exact same position for 12 hours and without sleep, it was incredibly difficult to get moving again. Over the course of 90 minutes, crawling on all fours and wading through water up to their chest, they finally made it close enough to the exit to see lights off in the distance. They called out to the rescuers, and one rescuer called back, "I love you," in sheer relief at the sight of the men. After almost 24 hours trapped in Cascade Cave, they fixed their harnesses to the belay rope and slowly climbed the aluminum ladder towards the surface. In true Canadian fashion, Andrew greeted them with a cheers as he finally poked his head out of the 30-foot shaft. The following year, on